Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 8th of May for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you the standout details to look out for that we can all collectively relate to, but please stay with me. I will then explore each of the 12 zodiac signs from Aries through to Pisces in much greater detail. Now this week sees Jupiter and Pluto continue their right angle. Pluto's about power and of course is now in retrograde. Jupiter is about expansion. So when we get them at right angles, there can be a tendency to try a little bit too hard, or we may encounter somebody who's trying to enforce their will on us. And at the heart of this week's events, of course, is the energy compacted into the sign of Taurus. This is where the Sun is, which is critical, the retreating, retrograding Mercury, but also the North Node. So our values, our everyday money, our self-worth, still very much in focus. But we now have Venus in the sign of Cancer along with Mars, and that's a water sign, and they're both interacting really positively with two influences in another water sign of Pisces, and that's in the guise of Saturn and Neptune. So what can we take from this? Well, I feel that this is a week where we need to be very tuned in to how things feel. So even if we're dealing with some practicalities, very Taurus-like energy, or money, or we're grappling with something that may not necessarily be that easy due to the Mercury retrograde, there could be some snags or snares or some rethinking going on. The best way to navigate all of this is to listen to our inner guide, so our sixth sense, because when we go against that, that's when things can get a little tricky. But we also have a quarter moon in the sign of Aquarius on Thursday, where Pluto is, and that is in a square with the Sun in Taurus. So I feel one of the things that can come into this week could be some challenges around our future planning or our connections to others, where our values or the financial elements of a situation don't quite stack up in the way that we hope, which is the 11th house energy of higher expectations. So we need to keep our feet very much on the ground with this earthy energy, but tune into how things feel. Now, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining us. This is very much a community. I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And do share any thoughts you have. I try to interact with each one. If you're a returning visitor, thank you so much for joining me once more. And if you would like your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, then please see the link below where you can subscribe. I've been writing these for about 28 years, and I think that's unusual amongst the YouTube astrologers. So Pisces, your week commencing the 8th of May forecast looks really exciting. Venus has joined up with Mars in house 5, the sign of Cancer, which shares your water triplicity. This can help you to really relax, enjoy any kind of social encounters or meeting with friends, mixing and mingling. There could also be some excitement around your love life as well. Now those two influences are linking well with Saturn in your sign and also Neptune. In the case of Neptune and Mars, that's really inspirational. You could mesmerize somebody with your way of being and enchant them. It really is very strong. Now, Venus being anchored by Saturn may seem a little dour, but I feel what Saturn is doing, particularly if you're born early in the sign of Pisces, is making you more serious about the things that are important to you, narrowing your focus, letting go of some of the fripperies around you, and its link with Venus just helps you to really realise in your mind who's really important or the creative strands that are really important, and then you can pitch your energy towards them. Of course, Mercury is still retrograde in house 3, niggles around everyday communications, technology, transport, can be an issue, but Mercury is also supported well by Saturn. Concentration can help to overcome some of those snags. really what Mercury retrograde very often asks us to do is make sure that the things we can affect are running as tickety-boo as they could be. So if there is, say, a domestic appliance you have that needs a service, or it's a while since you had a look at your bike or your car to make sure all the things were topped up and checked, this is a great time to do it. Now, the quarter moon is in your 12th house, angles with the sun in house 3. This combination can see us more sensitive to the energy that's going on around us, and of course a lot of information competes for our attention this week, and you could feel towards the end of this week something could just seem a bit bigger than normally you would give it permission to become. So I think it's important not to listen to anyone's talk if it is a little bit negative. If someone's sharing some gossip, you may be best actually to try and steer away from that kind of stuff, or from those people you don't know tremendously well. But I feel that your solar chart this week is actually really dynamic, very exciting and very positive, and there's a lot for you to go for in terms of showing people your unique personality and talents. If you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast, if you give me 3 pieces of personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, I can produce for you your life roadmap report. This can help you to get a much more intimate understanding of the patterns that have played out in your life so far, but also seize the opportunities much more firmly. Also, my special package of 30% off, you will get your 12-month personal forecast, totally unique to you, which can give you searing insights for the time and months to come. If you don't know your time of birth, I've a new product I've developed based very much on the sun. So if you enjoy watching your sun sign videos on YouTube, these will make a lot of sense. The same package, 30% off. Please see the link below. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like, comment or subscribe.